Everyone has friends with whom they just chill with. But having a deep bond is something totally different. It is having someone with whom you can talk with about your problems, or someone who shares their problems with you because they think you are important enough and your thoughts are important enough. Most people spend their lives without any real one or without any such close friends, or maybe at most they'll have one or two such close friends. But having multiple such close friends is another level of life satisfaction because imagine you're going through some tough situation and you have five or six real ones with whom you can share the situation with. You'll get multiple perspectives on that one situation, and because of that, solving the situation or the problem becomes easier in your life. And not only does this make your life easier, but also makes you happy that you have multiple people who really care about you. Now, most people don't have multiple deep bonds because deep bonds are built through tough times. You can't imagine finding a real great friend during a party or something. But you'll most probably realize that a friend is a real one once you go through a tough time, or once your friend goes through a tough time and asks you about the situation. And most people like to believe that going through tough times alone is the better route, but that's absolutely not true. Once you have someone you can share your problems with, life becomes way easier and the pain kinda goes away faster and is also on a lesser scale. And whenever you are happy and you share it with your real ones, the happiness increases as well. So, the first step in building a deep bond yourself will be to put yourself in the other person's shoes and really think about how they are feeling right now if they are going through a tough time. And based on your judgments, telling them about whatever you think you would do if you were in their place. And once you truly do that, once you actually have a lot of empathy in you, you'll automatically give them great advices, and they'll not try, they'll start to respect your thoughts and also respect you. And once they get out of this situation and you know how much they are suffering, you'll gain another level respect. What the fuck? You'll gain another level of respect for them as well. Now, I'm personally very empathetic, and it's weird because my parents aren't really that empathetic towards others. They believe, and many other parents also believe in the mindset that you aren't supposed to help others if they don't help you first, or you're supposed to cut the people off who aren't useful to you, which basically makes relationships and bonds look like they are some business deal or something where if you aren't gaining something, you should leave the person or just help the person if you are to gain something. And it's a very shallow way to live your life, and you should not really have that mindset if you want to live a fulfilling life and have great bonds with other people, because if you are selfish, people will sense that of you and they would turn away from you. You'll never find the real bond if you are selfish yourself and you aren't thinking about others on that level, and you're just thinking that if this person is useful to me, I help them. So that's a really bad mindset to have if you want these deep bonds and if you want real ones in your life. The moment you understand others' pain is when other people would truly be interested in understanding yours. And once both of you have that mutual understanding of each other, there's obviously going to be a deep bond. It won't just be a normal friendship that fades away in 2 months. This will be a friend that will last you for decades or maybe even till the end of your life. He'll be there with you even when you're shifting countries, you're shifting cities. And all of this can only be built through empathy. For example, I had this one guy who was a pretty great friend of mine for a few months, but then the thing faded off. But again, he came back to me for some help. And this is someone who my other friends, my main friend group, doesn't really respect that much. But I understood his situation because I was in the same spot just a few years ago. I was in the same spot as him. So I knew how he must have felt at that moment. So even though my friends didn't approve of him, I didn't really care because I knew how he was feeling and others did. So I decided to help him. I spoke to him every day, and whatever situation he was going through, I helped him out of it. And fast forward a few months, he's at a pretty great spot right now, and I feel really proud of him because I had seen him at a pretty low point, and now he was climbing out of it, just like I did a few years ago or even a few months ago. So that's why I was really proud of him, and I'm really happy to see him grow. And I don't regret being empathetic and helping him myself, even though he wasn't really that useful or whatever to me, because that doesn't really matter. The happiness that his growth brought me is all the use he needed to bring in my life. And this doesn't just apply to sad situations, right? You can also be empathetic when your friend is winning in life. Like, for example, this one friend I know, he got into a relationship recently after multiple failed talking stages and whatnot. And that made me really happy because for years I had seen him struggle with women, but now he's happy in a relationship, and that really made me happy as well. I sat up all night thinking about how great his life must be right now after all of those years, and that really affected me in a positive way. Now the other point is that you shouldn't sugarcoat things to other people when you give advice or when someone else is being vulnerable, because when you again use the example of truly putting yourself, what is this? Okay, yeah, right. Truly put yourself in their shoes. Would you really appreciate sugarcoating and others lying to your face? I mean, of course not. You'll want others to be real, and that's how you should treat others as well. If you're being real with them, for example, if someone is at fault, and of course, when someone says that you're at fault, you won't really feel good. But if it's for the better of them, if it's better for them, you should say that it's their fault. Or, for example, recently I was with my friend and his girl wasn't treating him right. So I could have lied to him and said that you should forget about it and forgive her. But I told him what I felt. I thought that he shouldn't put up with that bullshit and just have some self-respect, right? So I told him that instead of lying and saying that wait for some time and whatever, wait for some time she'll improve and all of that shit. So I was real with him when he needed some realness. While I can imagine his other friends being like, sugarcoating things. And I feel like that made him respect me more because he wasn't really a close friend before that moment, but after that we became really close. He also vented about a lot of stuff on the same day. So I feel like once you are real with others have a certain level of respect for you because they know that even though everyone else might lie to me, this guy won't, because he didn't lie to me when I was at my lowest or when I was going through a really tough time. So why would he lie to me ever? And it's not even like being empathetic is a flex or something. I believe that, not even I believe, I think it's objectively something that every human should be, but it was driven out of us. Also, don't expect others to take you seriously if you don't take yourself serious. This means, for example, you can imagine your class clown, right? I don't really think the class clowns can have a deep bond with other people because they're always just joking around. Imagine someone being vulnerable around them and they are just joking about the situation. How would the other person feel? Class clowns, I mean, not just class clown, but just a person who doesn't take others and himself seriously can't really form deep bonds like that. And I know this because I was like that once, right? Whenever I went through a tough time, instead of talking about it with my best friend, I joked about the tough time and I believed that if I joke about it, it will just magically disappear or something. But the pain was always there and didn't really vent about it with my best friend. And he probably lost the sense of seriousness about my situations at that time as well. So don't be that clown who just jokes about other situations and their situations, right? There's a certain time to be funny and there's a time to be serious. This is why the meme or the joke of the class clown whenever he goes home cries alone is true, because the the people who don't take themselves seriously are people pleasers. They want others to always laugh at them and not with them, so they try to do corny shit and all, which makes others laugh at them, and that's how they're considered the clowns in their friend circle and whatnot, right? So because they are considered the clowns, no one takes them seriously, so they go home and they have their own issues because everyone has problems, right? And they don't have anyone to um, discuss or to help them with that situation, so they're just there alone. So in conclusion, be empathetic, know how others feel when they are going through a tough time, and also be vulnerable to your real ones. Don't think that you can go through a situation alone by yourself, because You might go through it alone, but taking others' help will obviously make your situation easier. And also be real with others. Don't sugarcoat or don't bullshit with them with some sugarcoating shit, right? And finally, don't be the person who no one takes seriously. If you are in that stage right now, you should probably just flip everything around instantly. Just start taking yourself seriously. Start talking about serious stuff with others. Of course, there's a time to joke and all, but don't do it all the time. Take yourself seriously, take others seriously, and that's how you can find and build deeper bonds with others.